Okay, so I'm going to do this quickly. This video is going to be about some highlights from Amsterdam. Number one, Amsterdam is expensive as balls. I don't really know why Amsterdam is so costly, but it is. It really is. Very nice city. The people were lovely. I love the fact that everyone had a bike. Everyone rides their bicycles. And it's really cute to see moms holding like their 2-year-olds on top of the bike. I can't explain it, but it looks like very idyllic to me. And I would like to have something like that in my own life. But anyways, so yes, it's expensive, but everything's great. Some parts of Amsterdam kind of reminded me, the architecture at least, it reminded me of London, and I have very good memories of London. So again, I guess it was like positive associations. I really did. Sometimes I would just walk around Amsterdam and be like, oh, this just, I don't know, the buildings, the different architecture is great. I'm one of those weirdos where like, because the way that the houses are built and the apartments are built in Europe, it's almost like you can literally be on the street and look into someone's apartment. And I just like, I don't know, I know it's creepy, but I like looking into people's apartments and seeing what they're doing and seeing what like life is like in other parts of the world. Yes, I know it's intrusive. Yes, I know it's creepy, but I'm literally, as I'm walking by their house, I'll kind of like peek in if I can, but I'll keep it moving. I'm not like lingering. I'm not doing that. That is weird. But anyways, so yes, I like it's very quiet. It's a very peaceful place. You can walk around at night and there's like no one on the streets. At least the part of town that we were in, it's very safe. I guess that's what we're looking for. It's quite a safe area. So some of the things that me and my friend did whilst in Amsterdam, we went to the Van Gogh Museum, and that was nice. I actually got a nice magnet of his painting where he's like, it's like a skull smoking a cigarette. I don't know why I like that. I just do. And I didn't realize how many paintings that Van Gogh had that were so like iconic. Like I didn't know, or so ubiquitous, I guess is the word I'm looking for. They're just, oh, that's him. Like, yeah, I know that painting, but I just don't know the meaning behind it. He had a very interesting life. I know he was like, I guess at the time people thought that he was like the town crazy. But I mean, he was a genius, and he ended up doing, I guess, several paintings that I really do love by him, like A Starry Night. That's not in the Van Gogh Museum, by the way. I found that out afterwards when I realized it's in MoMA, not in Amsterdam, guys. So if you're looking for that, yeah, it's not going to be there. Although he has a very famous one it's like this is going to sound terrible. The yellow painting with sunflowers. It's very famous. You can just type in Van Gogh sunflowers. It's probably the first thing that pops up. So that's there. The skeleton smoking the cigarette, that one's there. And it's just a very, it's very interesting. It's kind of interesting to hear about his life. I don't know why that trope of like artists are very troubled comes into play, but it's true. Like his life was like a hot mess. But again, he was a genius, and he clearly loved using, color and stuff. I sound so dumb, but anyways, it was a very nice experience. The only problem though is that when you have someone as famous as him, or such a museum that's so like that's so popular, there's about 50,000 tourists, and they're all trying to take the exact same picture as you. So you're fighting to get like the best shot of his paintings. So that was nice. And then we went to the museum. This is going to sound so bad. I'm going to look it up real quick. It's pretty much the museum that's right next door to the Van Gogh Museum. It starts with an R. Hold on, I'm going to look it up real quick, just so all you travel people out there know that I'm just not making shit up. I wonder if I type in museums in Amsterdam. It's called the Rijks Museum. that's where we went, and it's next door to the Van Gogh Museum, and it's equally as nice. It has it's just got artwork from the two pieces that I really thought were very interesting, and I'm going to try to figure out how to put them in a video. But there are two really cool pieces that I saw when we were there. They're not so much paintings, but someone got a hold of a chessboard, a Nazi chessboard that has what can I say? Nazi chess pieces, as opposed to like, like a horse and a king and a queen or whatever pieces normally that are on a chessboard. They have like, Nazi propaganda. And I don't know, I just thought that was just very interesting piece to have. Yes, it's in this museum. I took a picture of it. I don't have it to show you, but just so you know, I thought it was probably one of the coolest things I saw was when I was there. So those two museums are great. And I mean, we didn't want to get museumed out, so we kind of walked around, and it's just a lovely place to walk around. It's very nice. I found out, now I know that Amsterdam is known for more things outside of their weed culture. However, it is a very weed-centric, weed mecca type place. I did not partake because I simply am not doing that while traveling. I don't want to get high and lost in a city and then not know where I'm going. Like, to me, that's just like not the business. However, I did learn that they don't call weed brownies. They call them like space cookies or space cakes, I think, something like that. So you can go into and if you go into if you see a sign that says coffee shop, all one word, that is their way of letting you know that they sell weed brownies and not actually coffee. So if you walk into this store and expect some coffee, maybe you'll get it, maybe you won't. But that's why. So if you go into any other place, I don't even think they even advertise, like, I don't remember them advertising a coffee shop, like a real place that sells coffee. But I do, once someone pointed it out, once I started seeing the coffee shops, all one word, then I started realizing like, oh, it's like, I'm kind of confused about the weed culture in Amsterdam, because it's like, I think you can clearly, I mean, like, everyone smokes it. You cannot walk down a street without like smelling it at least once a day, or multiple times a day actually. But it's like the Dutch can sell it, but they can't grow it. And then they can't advertise like directly that they're selling it. I don't know. It's like, it's a lot of like weird like loopholes and rules that I still don't have yet to understand. But anyways, I just thought I'd educate you if you're going to Amsterdam, and that's the kind of party you're looking to have. That's just so you know, that's what a coffee shop, that's what it means. What else? We went to the red light district. Yes, we saw ladies hanging in the red window selling themselves, and yeah, that's all I got for that. It just was, I mean, the red light district's it's very nice. It is, I think I saw it during the daytime, but it probably would have been awesome to see at night, just because all the windows are lit up, and it's just that it's a red light district. I saw pieces of it at night, one night, but I didn't get the full like experience. I did go to a museum that kind of explains like how prostitution came to be in Amsterdam. It's been around. I mean, well, obviously it's been around for centuries, and dudes have been. It's a port city, and dudes have been trying to, like, they're at sea for a long time, and they're looking to get it in, and that's kind of how it started. And then of course it became a business because or like, I guess they're trying to legalize into a business because people were getting diseases, and by people I mean the prostitutes were getting diseases from the dudes. So they had to come up with a way to like take care of their ladies, so they can still work these Amsterdam streets. And then it kind of like, yeah, it went from there. But yeah, it's a very interesting place. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to eat there. They're very big on like, it's like, from what I understand, it was a lot of, I didn't get to eat a lot just because I wasn't feeling well the first couple of days. But it's a lot of fries and burgers. It's a lot of Americanized stuff, but they're really big on fries. And then the I don't know, I didn't get to experience like the true. I can't really speak about like Dutch food because I didn't get to the full experience. But the fries and the steak that I had, they were pretty solid. So that's it. This video is like 10 minutes and I don't want to go any further because people stop listening. Okay, bye.